That's my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. What is this? I never heard
This is Jay-Z.
Wow.
On to the next one.
Beats.
Let that song play a little bit in the background. It's the Claudia Georgia and my pigeons. Our topic tonight is communication. How to better communicate with your man to get the relationship you want. And if not, nigga, it's on to the next one.
For real.
You can't talk to me. You can't express yourself.
Don't even look in my direction.
If I don't know your ideas, your ideals, your dreams, aspirations, goals, all that,
Your potential.
I need to be having late night conversations with you.
Your
Drinking.
NFL contract.
You know what?
What?
I've retired from dating athletes.
Oh, get out.
I am 100% done, out of the league.
Did something happen?
I'm just over it. I'm just done.
over it.
I'm just done.
Moving on
I've
to the
just
next.
grown up. So on to the next one. Jay-Z, shout out to you. Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. Tonight we're going to talk about the importance of communication
Okay.
in a relationship.
Yes.
That's what we're doing tonight, ladies. We all have had different experiences with men, and, you know, a lot of times our issues come from misunderstandings.
Completely.
And a lot of times I find in my life that once you become intimate with somebody, you totally stop asking the questions that are uncomfortable. Because all of a sudden you feel like, well, I don't want him to think this or that. He's already seen your areola
Right.
and your labia minor and major.
Major, that's right.
But why does it happen when we become more shy after the fact and we don't want to communicate as much? It seems like it stops. So you have to get it all in before you do it, right?
True.
Anybody feel me on this?
I feel you. I do, of course.
Right. Well, you've had must have
course.
great conversations going on 3 years without giving it
I
up.
do.
Yeah, I don't agree. I think I should unleash it, at little increments. Because if I unleash the craziness
Yeah.
all at one time,
You're not gonna get it back
I'll
if
go
you do
be by
that.
myself.
You know what? There is something special about, like, it's so fun, the communication part and everything, when it's like pure still before the complication of sex comes into play.
Unless you already done that and got that out the way, then
Well,
what?
yeah, you know what?
But it's hard to go back. How you
It
gonna
is.
go back after.
All too many times, I think a lot of times, I've definitely had this happen with myself. I rush into it. I go by a feeling, an attraction, mixed with some Riesling, some Moscato, what have you.
You know,
That's the problem.
And then you end up being intimate with somebody, or even a kiss, what have you, and
Awkward.
it's hard to work backwards. Because first of all, you have to spend the first couple months proving, I'm not a hoe, I'm not a hoe, I'm not a hoe. It was just something special about you.
right?
It
Then
was
on that
something
first date,
I think it's more so harder for him to go backwards, though, because you might want to go back there. Okay, now he has to know that I am smart and that I do have goals,
and I'm not a whore just because I slept with him the first night.
and he don't give a damn.
Right.
So how do you go back? It's
I
really
shouldn't
for
be
you.
sleeping with anybody.
Callers, call in 877-2-106-106. We want to hear the importance of communication, how it worked out for you. Maybe you had someone wait many months before you made that move. You communicated a long time, and how did that relationship work out for you? Maybe you didn't communicate much, and you started with the physical thing, and then you worked backwards. How did it work out for you? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. Ladies, what have you guys been up to?
Yes.
My book dropped.
My wine. I heard that. We've been drinking.
My book released, coffeetableconversations.com.
Yes, congratulations.
And yeah, I'm just really excited about that.
And you're still in love? Still have a boyfriend?
I'm still in love, still have a boyfriend. Communication is very major in my relationship right now because he travels. He's gone for like 2 and 3 months at a time. So it's very important that we maintain good communication. We don't want to waste that time I talk to him arguing or, doing something stupid. So it's definitely a key factor in keeping us going.
I didn't do the roll call. Who's in the house?
Tina Davina is here.
Who's in the house?
Flora is here.
Who's in the house?
Your girl Portia's in the house.
Who's in the house?
Shirley Rio.
We have a special guest that's going to come to the mic shortly.
Yeah.
Very, very educated.
Yes.
Very well versed.
Yes,
Talented
love it.
actor.
People that actually use diction and pronunciation correctly.
Know how to spell
Awesome.
Wednesday.
Awesome.
Definitely. Another big one.
Yes. Flora Santiago.
Yes, ma'am.
Your issues with communication. What have your issues been?
Well, I'm glad I'm here tonight to learn about communication because I had just finished moving my ex-boyfriend out of my apartment this weekend.
So, how did you communicate that with him?
Pretty much left a sticky on the door, said, get your shit out. Don't be here when I get home.
Okay.
So obviously I
adult.
need help in that area. Yeah.
She's so mature.
Now, were there... Now, I mean, we've been friends for like 12, 13 years. I didn't know you had a boyfriend until last Tuesday, but
yeah. When
Hi, have you met Flora? Nice to meet you.
So basically, what was it? You rushed into something?
Yeah, I would say I rushed into something. My expectations again were too high. Him having a steady job, expectations was just way off the chart. I should have not expected that. I don't know what I was thinking.
Right.
low expectations, high
I
results.
know exactly. So maybe
So what made you let him move in so quickly? You didn't communicate that having a job and goals was important
no,
to you?
I mean, we had discussed we were going to live together, possibly have kids and all that. I was planning on moving back to the Bay Area. Hi.
Wait, how long have you been with him?
Right, this is weird. We didn't even
And you didn't know he had a
man.
job? I'm confused.
You were just
No, I know he had a job, but he wouldn't
We're just
exactly.
screwing a married dude like a month and a half ago?
I thought that was
Flora,
him.
What?
Flora, you
No.
are confusing our listeners. You have never
Confusing
brought
me.
me.
Well, first of all, if the listeners even know who the hell I am, then they would know. No, I'm not. I wasn't with the married dude, months ago already.
Okay, we'll
See, you
we'll delve deeper
Yeah.
into that. Portia Coleman.
Yes.
Hasn't been penetrated for over 3 years. And so you must be doing a lot of communication physical activity. So all this communication for you isn't working out. Like you lecture me sometimes because I'm a bit too fast.
Yes.
You're a bit too slow. You're the opposite side of the spectrum.
Or maybe it's too much communication. What do you think, Portia?
No.
Maybe you're
really.
telling them too much about yourself.
No, not at all. That they still don't get a call. Not that. I like communicating and getting to know people. I think it's very important. So, I don't really think I have an issue communicating with dudes. I'm just more selective on who I give my time to.
So you're saying we're whores.
Indirectly, yes.
Oh,
Okay, well there you go. There it is. There it is from the youngin. We're whores. Okay.
Shelly Rio, married to a very sexy piece of chocolate. He gives great oral, ladies.
So we heard.
I say that all the time, whatever.
Well, she can say the same for Shelly, but
Tell him thank
oh
you.
well.
Tell him thank you. So what are your husband? You're married, so you're the success story here, which is scary. So
Why is that scary?
because it is. I see you at all kinds of events. So what is your issue with your husband? Do you guys communicate well?
No, we don't. That is like literally one of the problems we're having right now.
Now, do you find that after you were married, your communication lines completely ceased, or
Yes, because before that they were communicating through MySpace. That's how she found him.
exactly? So
No, but you know the funny thing is a lot of times we communicate via text when he's not around, which is actually really one of the worst ways to communicate.
yes.
with him. Yeah.
Not with your husband. If you're dating.
Especially your
But it's like,
husband.
freaking the kids are running around. It's so loud. It's like
Text
it's just
and
no, no.
email
Alright,
lacks
husband,
emotion.
text,
You have no
show.
idea how that person
Ladies,
is
they
really
haven't
feeling.
broke out of the MySpace.
Shelly, I have a feeling you just don't want to talk to him on the phone. The kids should not be the issue.
I just hate talking on the phone because I'm constantly on the phone.
There we go.
You know, okay, if it's the right person, you're gonna want to talk on the phone.
She says she'll talk to business people, but not her husband. Something is
Damn.
wrong, Shelly.
But she won't give her husband oral as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? You guys ain't shit. None of you.
No.
So I gotta bring someone to the mic that actually is. We have an actor, an activist, an author. He stars in the hit CBS drama CSI in New York. He's the author of his third book, The Conversation: How Black Men and Women Can Build Loving, Trusting Relationships. Plus, he's good friends with our president, who Floor has had many sexual dreams about,
Love him.
Barack Obama. Please welcome Hill Harper.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you
coop.
very much.
Thank you for coming down. I really appreciate it. We clearly need help.
As you can hear. As you can
I
hear.
wanted you to walk in and hear all the issues that are happening here. Everyone has, except myself. They all have issues here.
Hey, I'm
Let's-
pretty happy. Damn it.
You are
Yeah,
now.
I'm fair.
Good, too.
You are now.
Let's be clear. All of us need help.
I know.
There's no one that's immune, and if you really look at what's going on in our community right now, just the simple data points. Like in 1966, 84% of black children were being raised in two-parent households. Fast forward to 2006, that number's dropped to 31%. Or the fact that 70% of black professional women are single. I mean, these are real data points that really point to something that is broken with black male and black female relationships.
And do you attribute all of that to the communication, the breakdown in communication?
Well, you know, there's two things. When you say attribute, you have to look at the past and then look at the future. So there are a number of factors. I'm not a social anthropologist or historian, so I touch on it very briefly, what people believe that the destruction is and where it comes from. You know, we can talk about crack cocaine being introduced into our communities. We can talk about the end of the Vietnam War and a lot of brothers coming back with post-traumatic stress disorder, not having a place or outlet to deal with it. We can talk about the fact that the industrial age in terms of employment ended and we moved into a more service-based, office-based economy, and the men who didn't look like us were running these corporations. They felt more comfortable hiring black females to work up under them than black males. We can talk about all these different things, or the man in the house rule, which was a welfare rule that didn't allow two parents to be in the house if you're going to receive welfare for your children, which encouraged the breakup of a family. So all those are historic things, and folks can look into that themselves if they want to know how we got here. But I'm more concerned about what we're going to do moving forward, and that's what the book, The